This is podcast number 11. We are joined today by Benjamin, who is also in the online business space, and he's got his own podcast. So, Benjamin, to start this off, can you please tell the viewers and listeners a little bit more about yourself?
Well, for myself, I was I've been an electrician for 20 years. And I obviously started out as an apprenticeship and got qualified and run my own business. But then tried to scale the electrical business. It was more difficult than what I thought, and I had to employ people, had to take a lot more risk with contracts. Yeah. And the way the current climate was, and the horror stories, what I'd heard from other people, I didn't want to go all in with being an electrician, and I didn't feel like I could do it for the rest of my life. So that's what got me looking for a new way to earn a living, basically. A different way to basically earn a living than being an electrician.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go down. So when did you start it, obviously, with your online business? Where did that sort of...
Well, with online, I think I started in around 2018 looking for different avenues and way to earn money online, and I started out with Amazon FBA, which I think Amazon FBA is a fantastic business model, but the problem that I had was having to, basically I got a great product, sourced it through Jungle Scout, I think it was, sourced it, got it designed in my own product, like white label product, got it designed in China and then delivered. And it was doing fantastic. And I thought, brilliant, yes, this is making like £1,000 a month, which is great. It was starting off. So I thought, all right, I'll scale. I'll get another 7,500 items. They took their time to get to the UK. Yeah, but by the time they got here, there was 5 other people selling exactly the same product. So this happened a few times. So I got disheartened with it at the end of the day. Basically, yes, you can make a fantastic business with Amazon FBA. I'm confident that a lot of people do. But my heart wasn't in it. So I went, again, back to the drawing board, looking for different ways to make money online. And then I just come across affiliate marketing, because I think when you're in the online space, your mind gets opened up to a lot of them. Crypto, Forex, Amazon FBA. So I come across affiliate marketing. And the more and more I dived into the affiliate market, the more and more I thought, well, I can relate to this. You don't have your own products. You don't have to offer support to customers. You can basically be an affiliate, which I didn't know what affiliate was. But then my best way I can explain it these days is, if you recommend a box set to someone on Netflix, and that person goes and watches that box set, then recommends that box set to his friend, then you're in effect an affiliate. And you get paid.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can sort of explain it.
Best way.
Yeah. Because yourself sort of thing, I don't know, and I asked you, what is affiliate marketing?
What do you mean? Has anyone asked us?
Has anyone asked you and you think, right, how am I going to explain this?
Yeah, like we did a whole podcast episode on it and explaining it as well, and broke it down.
So you explained it in detail.
Yeah, went through the sort of the stages and sort of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, no, hit the nail on the head really of what it is. I think everyone sort of recommends all sorts of things, doesn't they? Like, oh, I had a nice meal in this restaurant or whatever.
Exactly, you do, don't you? Like, you get recommended, I had a certain latte from Starbucks.
Yeah.
And people will go and get that latte.
But you're not getting any commission or payback from that company doing it. But with online affiliate marketing, you are, I guess. So.
Yeah, I think if you think as well, a lot of the time, like, I didn't realise, like, a lot of the times you go, say you're going to buy a new TV, you'll Google it. So what's that Samsung DWI? What's that like? So you'll Google it. You'll find a website. You'll find a review on that TV. And then you go, yeah, that's the one I want. Yeah. So you'll purchase that TV. But I bet you purchased it through an affiliate marketing link as well, because that guy's done a review.
Yeah.
I think that's 9 times out of 10 what you realise later on, how big affiliate marketing is.
Yeah. So, Ben, what was life like for you, like growing up as a kid and stuff? Were you like sort of into like selling things then, or like entrepreneurial stuff for your childhood, or is it come from?
I would say my friends do say I'm a bit of a Del boy sometimes, because when I was younger, I don't think, well, it's nothing to do with computers, to be honest. I remember one thing. I used to work in like when I first left school, me and my friends, I was the only one with a license, so we went and worked in a picking factory, and there was these watches that came with Easter eggs, and if the Easter eggs were damaged, they used to say you can have these watches. Well, these watches, they were just for kids. When you pressed them, they said, see you on the flip side, and stuff like that. So we used to take them all home. They were just stupid little watches. We used to take them all home and then go straight back to school after we finished our shift at 2:00 and sell them for a couple of pounds to the kids. So that was, we just little things like that. And I remember also when I think this was when I was about 20, I went over to Hong Kong and Japan. That was through my like 9 to 5 job as an electrician when I was training. And I used to buy all these gadgets. And as soon as I found out, if I brought them back to the UK, people loved them. Like DVD that could play all regions. Because half the time you go to a market in the UK, that you buy a DVD and it's from China anyway, so it won't play the certain region. But I could get these DVD players that played region DVDs, and they sold like hotcakes. It was brilliant. So every little thing I think that I could make a bit of money on, I suppose. Yeah, that's what I planned to do. Well, that's what I did, but never anything to a scale where it's thousands of pounds. It was always just enough to buy a new car stereo, or just enough to buy some with alloy wheels, mate. Stuff like that when you were younger. That's what mattered.
So when did you realise, obviously, you wanted to sort of change your life, obviously, and get yourself in an online space? Was there a time when you sort of like, I know you sort of mentioned that a little bit before, or was there like, really, I had enough of this, let's see what's out there?
Yeah, well, it was really, I think basically I'd started for a couple of years. I was doing the route of where you go to YouTube, you watch all the videos and you do exactly what they say. Mm-hmm. But then it always comes to a crunch where it says, hey, invest £1,000 in this course. So I thought, nope, not going to invest in that. So I'll skip on to the next person. And you do exactly what they say. That was for 2 years. And then I had a wedding out in Australia, I think in 2020. So I went out there, and out in Australia, I was a completely different time difference to over here in the UK. So I couldn't answer my phone for work or anything like that from my electrician job. And I thought, well, this is good. I like not getting aggro all the time. So if I'm going to make a go of this online thing, I've got to pull my hand up and wallet out my pocket sort of thing and invest in some training. Yeah. So that's what sort of pushed me forward to think, yeah, I do want this. I don't want to be an electrician. Because when I had done the electrician for, I think I was only out there for 10 days. When I hadn't done it for so long, that's what made me realise that my heart's not in it. I don't want to do it, and it wasn't getting me down or depressed. I wouldn't have said that. I just thought there's more to life, and I could do better things. I could have more time. Because being an electrician, like I was either quoting in the evening, I was either keeping up with invoices, or I was paying wholesalers. I was always doing something on the computer when I got home. But now I could sort of work 2 days solid, get a load of content or a load of bits out there, like YouTube videos or interviews out there on the podcast. I can go away for 2 days, and then in effect my business is still running because it's worldwide. Yeah, and that's what I love about the online space, is that I'm not catering just for my own little town anymore, or even our own little island, which is the UK. You're building your brand all over the world, and for every one person that don't like you, there's 10 more that do. This is the great thing. This is why I enjoy it, because you do get some people that give you their opinion.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, I will agree with you on that. Obviously, when you start like the first, when you start looking, right, okay, let's see what's out there in terms of like online business, affiliate marketing, even SMMA and all this. That YouTube, I agree. We've all done it. We've been in the same boat. Obviously, just doing our research, and then you are, because a lot of YouTubers out there is, like you said, you see it, you do it, and doesn't seem to be working, or buy a course, or do this, do that. So there's a lot of that. So we've learned that it's literally like you have to go through so many like different avenues, different YouTube channels, different people, like until you actually find that sort of golden nugget, as you can say, to actually start building something.
Relate to in a way, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why we do it. Maybe it's our age and the way we're brought up. But if when I become an electrician, that wasn't for free. Someone paid for me to go to college and to learn how to be an electrician, sort of thing. It only took me 4 years. I didn't get given that. Like, my sister was at university to become a teacher. She didn't get that for free. So you've got to pay in any game, in any aspect of the world. You want to build something that's going to sustainable, that's going to pay you. You've got to invest in it. It's either going to be, it's going to be both. It's going to be money and your time.
Yeah.
Because I think you can start off small, without a doubt, with the small investments, but then you've got to reinvest in yourself to get bigger and better. Definitely think that.
Yeah, we agree with that.
It's bang on. Like, I remember seeing something online and they put it perfectly. Is you've only got two leverages you can play with: is either leverage your time or leverage your money. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I think when you earn a little bit of money and you invest it in it, it helps you get bigger and better faster. And with all the mistakes that I made before, like, I'll admit it, I spammed a few links here and there every now and again. Thinking that was the way to do it. This is what I thought. Well, I've got a link. This will make me money. Give it to everybody I know. Well, it took me a little while to find out that didn't work. And then you try to dig deeper in to find out, well, how does it work? You have to give value. I haven't got any value, so you have to learn value. This is the thing. It's a vicious circle in a way, but there's certain steps to do.
Yeah, correct. Definitely. Talk to us a bit about your podcast and sort of the.
Well, without my podcast, that came about. Well, obviously, when I come back from Australia, I thought, I'm going to invest in myself. I was still a tight ass. I only invested $100, and that was for the one funnel away with Russell Brunson. But then, the thing is, I was a tight ass. I've always been. I still am a tight ass, I think. But the only reason I invested in that, because when I watched the sales video, he said it's a 30-day challenge, 30-day one funnel away challenge. If you don't like it after 29 days, I'll give you $100 back. I thought, quid's in. 29th day, I'm going to ask for the $100 back. I didn't. This is why I thought, $100, I'm not going to spend that. But then, because the amount of value and the amount of stuff that I realised that I didn't actually know that I got from that one funnel away, I didn't even bother asking for the $100 back, sort of thing. I was hooked. I wanted to go to funnel hacking live. That was my plan. But next step, I want to go funnel hacking live. I want to learn more. But obviously we couldn't, because that was when all COVID and stuff like that hit. But one of the things that was mentioned through the one funnel away is have sort of a home, something you enjoy that can build your brand. And I put some videos on YouTube, and I tried blogging. I don't know, I've never been diagnosed, but I don't think I'm dyslexic, or I might be, I don't know, but I'm rubbish at writing. I'm not the fantastic. My spelling is terrible. But as you can probably tell, I didn't shut up. So this was my plan to just podcasting. So I started off with basically just explaining everything day by day what I was doing. Like, I was learning about lead magnets. What is a lead magnet? Because to me, I didn't know what a lead magnet was. I knew what a two-way switch was. What I've been learning an electrician. I didn't know what a lead magnet was. I didn't know what automated emails. I wondered how everyone sent all these emails on time in every day. I thought there must be boards sitting there pressing send. There's a software for that. So everything I was learning, I sort of documented in the podcast. And then I found out when I was talking to a few other people, like a few of the students that I'd get online with on Zoom, and they'd do things a different way. And you think, hang about, this is interesting. My way that I find to do it, what I've learned how to do it, it's not the only flipping way. Yeah. Everybody's different. So I started getting people on the podcast that were doing things differently, that were building the business from the bottom up, and how they were doing it, and what sort of network they were involved with, and what sort of different programs. Because I didn't realise there's umpteen many high ticket affiliate programs that you can invest in, and everyone's different, and every bit of training is different. So this is when I started interviewing people that were starting out, and now I've started getting, you escalate up. So there's a person that I've met that's earned $500,000 within 2 years. Well, that's good. There's another couple of people that have won the 2 Kilometre Club Award with ClickFunnels, which that's quite good as well. Like, a lot of people have won awards and done a lot better. My ultimate goal to get on my podcast, Will Smith. I'd love to chat to Will Smith.
There you go. Get it here first.
I know, because basically I read his book, and the way he never went for a 9-to-5 job. He worked for his dad and then went into his rapping career. So that's sort of the determination, what I like as well. What I sort of get a lot of inspiration from, of someone like back in the day, young black kid rapping. He has come out on top without a doubt, and I'd love to hear his story. So this is, I don't think he's going to answer my emails on Facebook or anything yet, but one day that's what I'm aiming towards, maybe, to interview people and listen to their story.
So what social, so obviously you've been in this space, you sort of, I think you've experienced quite a few things, you've learned a few things. What sort of social media tips or advice would you give to people who wants to obviously start in the online space?
Well, I think one of the faults that I did at first was I just had my Facebook profile, and it was full of my friends and my family that weren't interested, like in affiliate marketing or marketing at all, or maybe weren't even interested in podcasts. They'd listen to a few for you to support me, but then after they realised that they didn't really care what I was on about, they'd sort of fizzle out and not listen anymore, and not comment, or not give me reviews on iTunes, what I needed. So what my best idea would be, wipe the slate clean, start from scratch and brand yourself. Like a lot of people out there that I find with a high ticket affiliate marketing, say they go with Ben Poulter's got a affiliate marketing program. So they go out there and they say, hey, my mentor Ben Poulter, he has earned this much money over this amount of time. Don't do that. Brand yourself. Say, I've learned this. I've earned $1 and this is how I did it. I've earned $100. This is how I did it. Because even though you're an affiliate for maybe, say Ben Poulter, you're an affiliate for that program, you might not be forever. Build your own brand, exactly like you're doing here with your podcast. Build your own brand where you'll get your own followers, because there's no point you're not really building a business, are you, if you're saying, hey, yeah, Ben Poulter over there, go and see him. Well, then you've just given all your hard work, all your content you've created, and you've attracted this customer to go over there and talk to that person. You want to be the one to help, and you want to get your own following. And this is what I find as well lately, because people say, oh, you're an affiliate for so-and-so, why can't you do a product? Well, it's a good idea. Really, it gets you thinking. Like, okay, is it time to do my own product? And so you go in levels, don't you? You do it from here to here. And then I enjoy being an affiliate. Affiliate is good. You don't get the support in that, but then you enjoy having your own brand. Like, you want to build on your own brand as well over time.
100%.
I think that's great. That's definitely one conversation we've had about is, at what stage do you, like you say, think about, when do I have my own product or affiliate?
Well, if you think about it as well, like, even if you geek out on doing a podcast and you get a few problems with your podcast and you think, I bet you maybe 100 or 200 people have had this same problem. So if you find out how to fix it, create maybe a masterclass on these problems that you've had, and I can guarantee you that masterclass will sell, maybe not for thousands of dollars, but if it sells for $47, for some reason there's a 7. I've never found out why there is a 7 on everything, isn't there? 4997 or 997. Why can't you do 999? I don't get it. But then if it sells, that's the way they build up. This is what I found out that a lot of affiliates have done. They've started out from scratch and they've sold maybe a masterclass, and then they've led it on the way up to become something bigger, better over time.
Just give me an idea, Ben, for that hour's footage we just had before we started recording.
That is actually good.
Exactly, it's exactly what I was pointing towards. That's the thing, because if you think we will get problems, things happen all the time. Where I've done it before. I went out and bought myself a mic. It was rubbish, so I had to explain to people why it's rubbish. And I don't know, like yourself, sometimes you spend your money and you get the money's worth. This is the thing. What I find, I've tried to go cheap. I told you I'm a tight ass, so I've tried to go cheap quite often.
Quick break for adverts.
Right, what's going on, guys? Dave here from Alpha Media Team. If you are thinking about starting a podcast, but you do not know where to begin or where to start, why not try and give Riverside FM a go? It's a great new tool for the fraction of the price that allows you to create great podcasts with editing capabilities of very expensive programs. So why not click the link in the bio and start your journey on becoming and having the best podcast on the internet. Take care, guys. See you later.
Opportunity to talk about what we're about here at Alpha Media. We inspire others to start an online business, give them the blueprints, show them the way to start making their first commission online and escape the 9 to 5. We should have a link listed somewhere, either around or beneath this video in the description. If you click on that link, you'll go through to a web page. On that web page there'll be a video with myself or Dave talking through what those sort of next steps look like and through that process. Apart from that, thank you for taking the time to watch our content and enjoy the rest of the podcast.
So what sort of future aspirations and sort of future plans have you got for yourself or your brand?
Well, for my future, what I've always said from the beginning is I'm amazed at all this affiliate marketing, all this online stuff. Like there's a young girl that was 12 when I first started out. She must be 18 or so now. But when I first started looking into things that my daughter was interested in, Jojo Bow. She made bows and she made over £12 million with a YouTube channel.
Wow.
Well, if that's something that a 12-year-old can do, why can't a 41-year-old bloke do something on the internet as well? Why can't a teenager? If I knew all this was around, well, to be honest with you, YouTube wasn't around when I was sort of 12 years old. Same age now, I suppose. But it's just, I want to get a message out there to maybe youngsters as well, that you don't have to have a 9 to 5. Like a lot of people slate the college and like maybe going to school, but it does drum some discipline into some kids that maybe need it. My kids, especially, I think if they didn't go to school, they'd be hanging off me the rest of their life. But it gives them a bit of discipline, the same as like some delinquents that some of my friends, they went to the army. It sorted them out. They've stayed out of prison. So you need some discipline. But then if you just knew there was another option where you could do a YouTube channel, where you could do Amazon FBA, where you could do dropshipping, where you could do Forex, all these business models work. It's just if you do an apprenticeship in it online, they're not sold, are they, in school? Like, you want to be a Forex trader because it's looked at as a scam. Like, this is the thing. People say it's too easy money. Yeah, but it's legitimate business, and so many people are doing so well. So many youngsters these days are doing really well with crypto. I haven't got a clue how. I wish I did, but this is the thing. They look into it, and this is what I want to. So I'm not educate the world, but I want to get the message out there. So I'd love to stand on stage. I'd love to stand on stage and do talks to maybe people in schools or people in colleges. And people say, what are you doing people in schools and colleges for? They haven't got any money. But then we'll in the future, they'll maybe look into something. And I like making money. It's fantastic. But if you do things for a purpose, you enjoy it a little bit more, I think. And that's what my long-term plan is, to stand up on stage, tell the world what I've learned, and learn more, to be honest with you, because you never know it all.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I suppose, obviously, with that comes opening people's eyes as well. Like you said, obviously, the schooling system, and I think I said that on a previous sort of podcast a few ones ago, that I think, and you probably agree with me, the schooling system only teaches you sort of like, I feel, the things that 70-80% of us won't probably use in the real life, isn't it? It's sort of not teaching you the real life skills, isn't it? Like we just said, no one in school would teach you crypto, NFTs, affiliate marketing, SMMA, nothing like that. But actually, I think what they're aiming to do is literally have people or have kids potentially just work till they're about to retire, and that's it. They're not trying to teach you, well, actually, if you want a bit of freedom in life, why don't you just try this? Learn this,
learn a skill. Yeah, definitely. I was speaking to someone the other day, and they said that you can go to a business management school and learn business management from a tutor who's never had a business. Which is freaking pointing that. At least with an online thing, you're learning from someone that's actually been there in the trenches. They've done it. They've done the hard work, and they've made the mistakes. I think that's what you want. Like, this is the whole reason. Like, when you learn to be an electrician, you can go. I've worked with electricians that have just been to college and learnt it all from college. They've come out of college, and I'm surprised they're still alive. How the hell they've blown themselves up. And the same with my girlfriend. She's a hairdresser teacher now in college, and if you only do the fundamentals at college, you learn this is how it should work. Yeah, but how does it work in real life? Yeah, you're not going to get someone turning. The thing is, in this country though as well, if you've got a bit of paper that says, "Yeah, you can do it," they're like, "Great, throw yourself into the deep end." I think the little bit of paper they value a lot more than experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do, 100%.
Yeah.
So, where would obviously apart from your podcast, where would people sort of go to find you online?
To find me, my main place where I hang out in a way is Facebook. Mm-hmm. I'm all over Facebook. I'm interactive and stuff like that on there. So if you just search Benjamin Poulter on Facebook, and I'm normally hanging around on there somewhere.
Cool. Is it a Facebook group?
Well, if you go onto my profile, there is a Facebook group called Affiliate Success, Break the Chains, and that is where as well I mainly house all my training and the things I learn. Like, rather than do it on the podcast, sometimes you can't do better than explaining it on a whiteboard or maybe on a whimsical, like on the online sort of thing, where you can write things out, you can explain step by step. Because every little thing, like maybe like yourselves, you read a book and you take some bits from it. So I don't only do these little trainings for everyone else. I do them to refresh my mind. Like when you're stuck for a content idea or what you're going to do today or where you're going to go, then you look at a few of these trainings and it'll spark a little idea. And you think, well, I'm going to work on it from there. Then you'll create more content, and the more content you create, that becomes part of an asset. Like, you might have created that content a year ago, but it will still help someone who is a year behind from where you are now. This is the thing, you'll carry on helping people along the way.
In terms of the, I just wanted to actually ask you, in terms of the sort of the social media presence for yourself, you said obviously about the Facebook group. Have you tried sort of any other sort of platforms, like sort of do a bit of Instagramming, do some shorts on TikTok and things like that? Or
what I do with my podcast is I repurpose the content from the podcast of like when you interview people and they say something, you think, that's put a light bulb in my mind. So I'll repurpose that small piece of content to push people back to listen to the podcast or to watch the video, maybe if they like on YouTube. Like, I do use YouTube a lot, only because I think as blokes do, if you mess around with cars and you need to find out how to do something, you look on YouTube. This is the thing. Like everything, if you fix a leaky tap, there's someone that's had that problem on YouTube. So I do use YouTube quite a lot as well. And I've got my own channel on there where I repurpose all my content from the interviews as well. Yeah, but then, and Instagram Reels as well. I repurpose all my shorts on TikTok as well. Actually, they're on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook Reels. But I don't necessarily talk to a lot of people on other platforms. I sort of use them to funnel everyone back. The only reason I use TikTok is because someone said to me, Ben, you should use TikTok. Everyone's on TikTok. Rah, rah, rah. Okay, I'll try it. And it took off quite well. And I think, well, yeah, it does. Like, you can generate a lot of traffic from TikTok if you put a lot of effort into it. I think there is people on there that have got a huge following. I'm not 100% sure what sort of leads or anything they're bringing up from that business, from that amount of following. But I think it is a fast-growing platform.
Yeah, you can see it in the sort of last, few years has gone incredibly well for a lot of people, hasn't it? Like, I think Snapchat used to be like this. Then you had obviously Instagram, who used to be just a hype, and obviously sort of Facebook. So all sort of like moving from one place to another, and then you can see obviously all these TikTok.
Exactly, yeah. You got to follow the trend sort of thing being online, haven't you?
Yeah. Exactly. What's next, though? Yeah. That is the question. What is next after TikTok?
Well, this is the thing. You never know. Now, I think Elon Musk has bought Twitter. What's he going to do to that? Because that was dying down a little bit in my eyes.
Yeah.
So is he going to... The guy's the richest man in the world. He's going to do something spectacular. He sent a freaking Tesla to the moon. He's going to do something crazy.
Yeah. I heard he was planning on bringing Donald Trump back onto Twitter, which that's going to cause a lot of chaos and it's going to stir a lot of issues for a lot of people, I tell you.
Yes, I know a lot of people have got different views on that guy.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting. Without a doubt.
So do you think that online will sort of just continue to grow, like from a business aspect? Sort of?
100%. I am confident. I don't know whether it's my naivety, and I talk about it to everyone all the time. Because even when, like a couple of years ago, when the pandemic hit, the only way a lot of businesses survived is because of online.
Yeah.
And then a lot of business went online. I've got a friend with a restaurant. He went online to do Just Eats. And I don't know where it be yourself, but the Just Eat charge you a fortune to use their platform.
Yeah.
But I think it pays what they use. But then you've got to make it pay. You've got to put your food price up, and you've got to do some advertising yourself. So then these businesses that were moving online, they're not 100% sure how to market themselves.
Yeah.
So do you know who steps in to do that for them? Affiliate marketers. And this is why I think there's going to be a shortage of affiliate marketers or marketers basically that people are going to be able to hire to maybe be an affiliate for online. There are a lot of aspects, like you do Amazon Associates. You can do that at the minute. You could just go onto Amazon, you can pick a product and build a website about it, and then you make commissions off of that product. So Amazon, you always got to watch the people that are sort of taking over the world in a way, like Jeff Bezos. He's done fantastically well. Amazon shares are still going up, and he's done that before. So everyone's going to follow. This is what people do. They see success, and they think, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. That's too new, and it's scary. As soon as they see it works, there's someone else doing it. Jeff Bezos is the person that put his name to it and went out there and did it. They'll follow suit, and everyone is follow suit. This is why you've got so much online. You can get your Tesco shopping from the supermarket delivered to your door these days, and everyone followed suit. You used to be able to get DVDs from Blockbusters, but that didn't work out. That was another thing with Blockbusters. They sort of went. They didn't want to turn online, did they? They had a choice to buy Netflix, but they said no, it's not going to take off. Bad luck.
Yeah.
We wish you did now.
Yeah. Worst mistake they've ever done, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. That's another thing with Jeff Bezos as well. Why is Netflix was around first, but now there's Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's similar. But I think he wants to be the best. Let's be honest, everyone does. It's competition. Even though he's a billionaire and things, people strive for being better than the rest. And this is exactly what Elon Musk is doing as well with cars. He's doing a brilliant job, I think. I just wish he'd bring a van out. I need a van. I don't want a lorry. I don't want a car. I need a van.
I was going to say, Elon, if you're listening to this, because obviously we mentioned you on a previous podcast, give us a shout, get it sorted.
Yes, come on and tell us about this van, and we'll have one.
Yeah. We'll test it for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, Ben, for all the viewers and all the listeners of Alpha Media Podcast, and obviously other people who decide to obviously listen to us, can you just give all the people what they need, so where they can find you, obviously your program, your podcast, you're right, just to obviously tell us all where we can find you.
Not a problem. Well, if you want to find my podcast, Break the Change from 9 to 5, well, it is on every single platform. But if you just search up in maybe iTunes or Spotify, Break the Chains of your 9 to 5, you'll no doubt find me, or Benjamin Poulter on Facebook, and you can find me on there and ask me any question you like.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay. We'll attach all the links, obviously, to all the videos and everything down the bottom, guys. But both from me and Ben here, and Ben, our guest.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
See you later. Thanks, guys.
See you.